Today I want to look at some simple creations. Creations that don't, overcomplicate things. Yeah, they're mocks that feel approachable. Perhaps they've got a bit of a smaller part count. Stuff like that. Now, of course, when I say that they are simple, that doesn't mean that they're bad. No, sometimes there's a real art to making something simple. Sometimes that can be harder than more complex designs. Today, we're really going to be looking at stuff that anyone, no matter their skill level, no matter how big their collection is or isn't, no matter where they're at, they could make something that looks like this. Hey, simple stuff can be very inspiring. So let's get into it. Let's get you some ideas. We're going to begin with the work of the ever-amazing Vany Mox. This creation is called 4N4, but we will be looking at a few different creations by the builder. So what's great about this is the limbs. Take a look at them. They're very basic CCBS bones. For the most part, that's it. Okay, there's a few tires as well. That looks very nice. Both of these pieces are super common and relatively cheap. Yeah, those CCBS bone pieces. They come in essentially every Hero Factory set, every G2 Bionicle set, every Ultra build, whether that's Chima or Star Wars. A lot of sets. No matter the size of your collection, you probably have a good handful of these parts. But yeah, only decorating them with a small amount of tires. Doesn't that look dope? Even a small or large amount. Both look magnificent. But the best thing about this is how posable it is. The more armor you put on your limbs, the less they can pose. Sometimes the armor gets in the way of the articulation. Well, remove the armor entirely and you're great. Now, certainly the most complex area of this mock, the torso. This is where you start to see more technique, more specialized elements, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, but actually we still have a few tires. It's good to see that these can be used anywhere. Tires are the best. But hey, if the most complex thing on your creation is the torso, I think that's okay. You sink hours into really making that crisp and clean, and then yeah, you get a few prefab limbs, slap them on the side, and you've got it, you're good to go. Clean, simple, and oh so pretty. Now the face. I do like how this looks, making use of some of these beautiful visors that came on all of the Brain Attack Hero Factory sets. Oh man. I think the best thing about this is this piece comes in so many different colors. So as we're seeing with both of these creations, and actually there's even more in different color schemes and different styles. Be sure to take a look at the links below if you want to see more. But yeah, because this piece comes in so many colors, it really lets you add a huge amount of customization. You get to play with funky color schemes, you get to have some subtle, variation. I like that a lot. You get a whole series of characters in this style. The only thing you have to change is the color scheme. Now, Vany Mox says that this head design was inspired by a creation called Mesky. This is the one here, it's built by Elira. Yeah, looking at the face, you can certainly see the similarities. But the thing I like about this the most is, well, the differences. Looking back at what Vany Mox has built, you can see the tires are used here for a gas mask. More tires, baby! I'm telling you, they're so good. But yeah, what I like about this is it's a great example of copying someone else's work. Which in theory sounds bad, right? You don't want to steal other people's ideas. But this isn't stealing. This is iterating. Taking the idea of someone else and then making it your own. I totally recommend doing that. Find a builder that you love, reverse engineer some of their ideas, some of their concepts, and add in your own little finishing touches. And be sure to credit them, of course. But yeah, that can always be a good recipe for getting some ideas. Because at the end of the day, it's easier to be inspired by someone else, to build off of someone else's work, to advance it forward, to iterate. Sometimes that's easier than having a blank page and making something out of nothing, right? Man, these creations are so clean. And I love the custom X stickers for eyes. It's not technically purist, it's not LEGO official stickers, but who cares? It looks really cool. Up next, Ord, the first Toa of Psionics. This is built by Mini Rigby 22. So once again, very stock standard prefab limbs. The type of limbs you see on your very basic Bionicle sets. Your Anika builds, if you will. Sure, If you want to go a little more custom, you put like 50, 60, 70 pieces into that limb design that you're making. Yeah, that can look cool. Nothing wrong with that. But there's also nothing wrong with this. These pieces are dope. This design is great. Don't be afraid to do less. Don't be afraid to just do what the sets do. It looked good on the sets, it'll look good on your mock. Actually the arms, they're a little bit more customized. No prefab limbs whatsoever. But the thing here is that they're very simple. They only use a few pieces. What do we got? Mutter feet pieces, the same ones that you see on, the feet of the Toa Mutter. And then these Glottorian necks. That's all you need, baby. So look, whether you do prefab limbs or just a more minimal design, look at the results you can achieve. But okay, this torso, it is a little bit more complicated. Thankfully, the builder has taken a few more close-up shots, so it's easy to break it down. Let's do exactly that. More of these foot pieces right here, just one in the very center. Then from here, you put an axle in the middle and branch off these two hand sockets. You put some ball joints inside both of those hand sockets. And then from there, another axle, and you get one of these gears in between. And for the most part, that's the bulk of this design. Yeah, you gotta branch it into the waist, you gotta branch out the neck. There's even some details on the back. But this right here is the core of this design. And at the end of the day, this isn't a lot of pieces. It's very minimal, but dang, it looks really nice. Even just a handful of parts can lead to some incredible results. Oh, I like this mock a lot. And I quite like the staff as well. Let me show you an image here that the builder provided that shows a bit of a breakdown of how it's made. Once again, simple, clean, and elegant. Very nice. Hey, why don't we keep some of those dark blue vibes going? This is Bofu, Toa of Plant Life by Stube the Bionic Man. Bit of a trend here, isn't it? More of the exact same prefab limbs, the same stuff you see on Toa. In fact, for the most part, pretty much the entire frame of this is very akin to your classic Toa Metru design. Honestly, that could be a really good starting point. Take a look at the frame of an existing set. You could do one like this that's your standard Toa, or heck, why don't you even go a little bigger? Take a look at a Titan, one of the bigger sets. Just download the instructions on lego.com and you can just actually see how it's built. Then you can take those building techniques and replicate them in your own style with your own creation. It's not a bad idea. I see it all the time, people being like, I don't know what to do for a torso design. I'm not quite sure how to figure out this limb or this leg or whatever. Maybe an existing set has the exact technique that you need. Anyway, the best thing about this creation, the plants. These are sick. It's such a wonderfully original way of personalizing this design, making it unlike anything else. It feels so unique. And hey, it's only using a few pieces. What do we got? These plant elements in bright green, and then some minifigure whips. Well, that's it. I think there's various types of minifigure whips and tubing being used here. And elements like these, if you want to pick some up, they're very common. These are some 2026 sets and minifigures that have these pieces, but they're so common. Sometimes they even appear on the pick-a-brick wall in LEGO stores. So it's worth checking that out as well. Yeah, you could easily achieve a design very similar to this yourself. You gotta stock up on some of these parts. And then why not? Slap a beautiful mask on the front and you're good to go. This one here is another custom mask, but this would look just as good with an existing mask from an official Bionicle set. Whatever you choose to put on, I'm sure it's gonna look great. But okay, we'll finish off now with something a little different. This is built by my boy, Jockson, and it's called Chained. Stepping away from that humanoid design and going for something a little more fun. This creation actually uses a ton of this one element. Here's the listing for it on bricklink.com. This piece is great. It appears in a lot of different modern sets, typically in trans clear. A lot of the time you see it being used to make it look like minifigures are flying or jumping, whatever. I love this piece. But it's wonderful to see Jockson, really studying this element, using it for limbs, using it for the belly, using it for the back, using this piece for the tail. So many ways to use this one piece. Wow. In fact, actually, this one element, I feel like it makes up about 80% of this design. Hey, sometimes that's all you need. If you've got bulk of one piece, that can be half your creation right there. Maybe you should do that. Take a look in your LEGO collection right now. See if you have pieces in larger quantities. If you do, maybe you want to do something like this. See if you can use this piece in multiple different ways. It's also quite nice to see so many trans-clear elements being partnered with this mask. Of course, this is the one that comes on the legendary set, the amazing character, Cricker. Cricker's pieces are this interesting, like, milky white, marbled in with some red. It's an interesting color that's kind of unlike anything else. But turns out trans-clear is a pretty close match. It actually does look pretty good. So if you're looking to play around with this piece, maybe you need some trans-clear pieces. How good is that? So okay, hopefully that's inspired you a little bit, and I encourage you, go out there and build some simple creations. As you can see here, they look dang good. But if you need more ideas, well, be sure to take a look at the links in the description below. There you can see more from the builders that I featured today. Thank you for watching, everyone. Happy building, and bye for now.
You might be thinking, hey, that music sounded different. Yeah, so the usual music I use got content ID'd the other day. It shouldn't have. It's free to use music, but I don't know, it's been a bit hard to kind of like dispute that claim and stuff. So for now, I'm just going to use something else until I can work through that.